See that I'm on here. Waiting to see if I'm on here. Waiting to see if I'm on here. I think I'm on here. Looks like I'm on here. I am on here. Hello, everybody. It is August the 21st, Saturday. We're just cruising right through this month of August. This pretty much like July. Tonight, going to be doing some streaming as always for ham radio on 144.250. I'm sure some of the normal guys will be on tonight. At least I'm hoping. Before I'm going to get to regular radio regular radio rag chew. I still didn't say that right. I'm going to do some research on getting a new antenna for my mobile. For some of the normal people or watch the last couple days, yes, I do need a new chair too, by the way. I got a new Icom 5100 as Fred K6EGG OS would describe it. Replace my, I think that Kenwood TMV 71 is probably 8 years old. I did a lot more listening with it than talking on it. I also had it plugged into the cigarette lighter adapter, which is another reason why I didn't do too much talking, because I could only run it low or medium power for my Mac. So I wasn't getting the maximum potential out of that radio. But it was a good radio. I did notice it had some, I wouldn't call them birdies. I thought I heard somebody on the radio there. I wouldn't call them birdies, but it was a when I would drive by cell towers, I would hear some noise come through. So I think the front end of the receiver was kind of loaded up, possibly. I've done some little tiny bit of research, not too much. People complaining that as well. So I ended up I wanted to go do a little more D-Star action. A couple people have been helping me out on here. Those of you are normal watchers. I would be K6EGG Gabe. Actually was nice enough to send me a file that he personalized for me by putting my call letters in the startup and also for my D-Star activities. So I really appreciate that. I merged that file with my old TS2000 file that I kind of used for mobile that had some other cities in it. Like I go to Vegas, I have some of the repeaters in there, like the wind system repeater, in case I need to get a hold of somebody. So when I'm out there. Also, I'm spacing out here. Bill, N6UTD, was giving me a hand, as well as you all know Curtis, AJ60. Very popular on here, very popular dude. Very good dude. Probably sandbagging right now. Anyways, tonight, since I got my radio in my car, my new radio in my car, my 5100 or 5100, I'm going to look for a new mobile antenna. I got to decide if I want to change to NMO, Nemo, whatever they call it, or stick with my UHF, the UHF connector, the little screwy dealy bob there. But my antenna mount, which I'll show you on here in a little bit, it has like super thin cable that comes off the bottom of the antenna, or the bottom of the antenna to go through into your car. It's like super duper thin. So I think I want to upgrade that. I'm sure that will help out and get my signal out. The other thing I just did right now after I got home from work is I just mentioned to you, I was using the cigarette lighter adapter. I wasn't able to run full power, as I wired directly to the battery, which I haven't done in a car since I had my pickup since 2002, when I had a FT10 or FT100, I think, Yaesu. Can't think of the name of it. I think it was one of those type of radios. I know it was a Yaesu. I had a Chevy S10 with a mag mount on it. I did pretty well. I did have, I think I went to Al and Ed's Auto Sound and had them run the terminal off the terminals. But with this, I have a Chevy Volt, a 2017 Chevy Volt. I didn't realize that the battery was like 2 feet away from where my radio is underneath the seat. So I went ahead and just popped that baby open and jammed the wires in there. Not exactly the way I should have done it, but it seems to work and it's holding right now. We'll see how I do some drives, but definitely going to give me more power. So that's going to help out with my transmit. I think I might get some more noise off of it, but I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. But definitely I'll get out a little bit better. With it getting out a little bit better, I want to replace my, I have a Comet. Pardon me for looking down here. I'm actually going to bring this up here. Stand by. So it's an SS 680 SB. Let me see if I can pull this up here. It's a Comet, yeah. So right now, I'm going to put this in my wish list so I know I can see how much gain it has. So right now, this one? Yes. I have this antenna on the back of my car. It's a Comet SSB 680, sorry, Comet SS 680 SB, dual 442 meter, the PL59 UHF antenna. It's 27 inches. I cannot go more than 50 inches. I'm sorry. I cannot go more than 35 inches on my antenna. So what I'm going to try to do tonight is try to find an antenna that's good. Bring myself back in here. That's good enough to replace this antenna. It gives me a little more gain and still get within my threshold of getting in my garage. So that's going to be quite challenging here. So I'm going to do some research here. Looks like Jesse Jackson is hospitalized for COVID. So a little different evening here. So anybody want to jump in the chat, say hi. I got a nice big zit on my forehead. You can see it right there. Right there. There you go. Perfect. So let me bring this back here. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. Oh, sorry about the chair noise. It sucks. I know. Got two people watching. Say hi to chat. This is going to be a little bit different night tonight. I'll have some radio going here. I want to get some more stats on this antenna. So for those of you just joining us, I'm out of breath because I just walked upstairs. Let me get something with a little better stats on here. Of course, this is probably not going to work. Does it work? Yes, it does. This is all of them. I don't want all of them. The antenna farm. They usually have good stats on here. So what I'm doing today is doing some research, and I might as well do it online. Maybe you guys can jump in the chat and give me a hand with this. I'm actually looking for a new mobile antenna. Right now I have the Comet SS80SB on 2 meter half wave. It's 2.5 gain. My thing is I can't use a big antenna. I got to stay underneath 35 inches, and I want a little more gain on it. I'm willing to change over to NEMO or whatever it's called, NMO or whatever it's called, but I want to look at some more antennas that. Let's just go back here. That, you know what? I'll leave it on here. Should I go to antenna farm? Let's go to antenna farm. Did I spell antenna wrong? No, I didn't. I spelled it right. So I'm going to look at... amplifiers? No. I'm going to look for antennas. I want a mobile antenna. Let's look at some dual band. So I just want to find something that's gonna for an antenna that will stay under 35 inches, give me 1 or 2 more dB a gain on 2 meters, and probably just be a little bit better of an antenna. I have a super gainer, but it's 48 inches, super thick. It's great. It gets a great gain on it, but it won't fit my garage. So I got that going for me. So anybody in the chat, feel free to jump in. Sorry. Just checking to see if anybody was in the chat. I could probably do it on my cell phone. That's the other antenna. So let's see. So that gets 215 of gain, and mine is 215 dB a gain. That's 215 a gain. It's 40 inches, 215 dB a gain, 38 inches, getting closer. Gets me another half a dB a gain, not that big. So what's that? 5.5. Gets another dB a gain on UHF. 38 inches, very, very close. But no cigar. Oh, you know what? I used to have this antenna. It got stolen off my car. It bends in the middle, I think, right? Yeah, it does. Or it bends on the bottom. No, and I don't want a bending antenna either. Because I don't want to get out of my car at 1 o'clock in the morning when I get home from work. Or forget and have it wake up my daughter. Now, there was let me see here. It was a antenna that AJ6BE was telling me about, and I forget the name of it. I think I got it written down. Hear my daughter in the background? It's going to town down there. Anyway, so off we go. 2 dB a gain on 4 or VHF. Oh, it was a layered. This one's way too big, I can tell. Larson, that's what it was. This is actually the one, I think, here. How many, 34 inches. Will give me 1 more dB, almost 2 more dB a gain. Is it 5.2 on UHF? Hi, Ailey. Want to come in and say hi? Well, you got to come over a little bit. Are you going to start sneezing on me? What do you got? Oh, it's not you. You weren't sneezing. I'm sorry. Oh, you were breathing hard. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? What you doing? What you measuring?
You stuff?
My stuff? Daddy just got done measuring an antenna. You want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
You got to come over here a little bit further. You know what? I'll zoom out a little bit here so you can see it.
And the cables.
You want to say hi? Yeah, that's a cable. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on over. Careful. Careful. I don't want you to trip on this. There. So now it's on the ground, so you won't trip. You're less of a chance of tripping. You want to see? So that says Daddy's name right here.
That says Daddy?
It sort of does. I don't want to confuse you. What you up to? Sorry for the interruption here, but you want to chat?
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? Peppa Pig?
Now we're talking about Peppa Pig and measuring tape.
Peppa Pig and measuring tape. You gonna measure Peppa Pig? Did you just cut your fingers? Where did you cut your fingers at?
And Mommy.
Right there, huh?
Yeah.
Does that hurt?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. You okay? Well, be careful with that. Don't put your finger in there like that. You're gonna destroy yourself. You got anything else to say?
Hi everybody.
Hi everybody. Watch your finger or watch your legs there. Oh, I hear somebody on the radio. Okay, so let me try to get back to So let's get back to some radio here.
Daddy?
Yep.
Why don't I sit right on a handle?
No, you can't sit there. That's not part of the seat. That's where you put your arms. Then you can fall. So this Larson right here looks like a winner at this point, but I have to change the. I right now have a UHF. What do you got? What do you got going on here? Let's not take apart anything in my office. Okay.
Daddy, I'll play my microphone.
Okay, you can play with the microphone if you want.
I'll put this way real quick.
Okay. Okay. So this Larson NMO is a winner at this point. So let me go back. I already got it bookmarked here. I'll bookmark it later. It's under 35 inches, which I need, but I need to get another antenna mount, which I don't really want to do, but I'll be willing to do it to get another dB.5 of gain. That's a huge difference. What do you guys think? Nobody in the chat yet. What is up with that? Why isn't anybody in the chat? All right, so let's take a look at this. I think I actually have this one. Oh boy. It's going to get loud in here.
Hello.
So let's look at this one. Yeah. Was it this one I had? No. It's 38 inches. It's way out. No way. Not going to happen. This is 45 inches. Oh, wait a minute. That was 38 inches. Too big. This Larson still got it. Just under 35 inches is what I need.
Daddy, I got my own microphone.
All right, so they got this diamond deal. Let me check this thing out. What's up?
I want to talk on the other side.
You gonna talk on the other side? Nobody can see you though.
Daddy, will say hello.
You could say hello, but no one can see you. This is 215 of gain. Multi-band. Comet B10. Now that's probably too small. Let's take a look at this. Same exact radio. Or antenna, sorry. So far, this Larson's winning, yes.
I'll talk on that. Hello. I have my own mic on mine too.
But that one doesn't work. You got to talk into this one.
Hello.
You got anything else to say?
Well, I play my cars and my trains.
You play with your cars and trains?
Yeah.
You fall asleep on them? I hear you rolling around at night on them. So far, this is the same one I have here.
Daddy,
Although this is the NMO version.
plug this up.
I don't have the plug port right now.
And you have the red one.
I do.
Daddy, and you're going to plug this in?
So this has 3 dB again. Oops. Sorry about that. So this has, it's 42 inches. So close, so close. Let's check out this Comet. Oh, that thing looks too big. Let's look at this Comet HP32FN here. I keep on hitting that by mistake. 35 inches. PL59. Wow, you know what?
Daddy, I'll plug this in.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, it's only 3 dB a gain, so it's only going to give me a half a dB a gain.
And this can plug in.
I don't think it's worth it. It's 5.5. It's the other side.
Oh.
It's going to give me more gain on the UHF versus VHF. I really want on the VHF because I normally work 5.2. By the way, my daughter just plugged in an XLR. She's only 3. So, you going to be an audio person?
Daddy.
Do you know how to unplug it?
What?
Do you remember you press the button and pull? Press the button and pull. Yep, just like that. Pull. Yep, there you did it. Good job.
I get to kill outer parts out.
You could take the other part out. Just if anything else falls out, just pull it back in, okay?
Okay.
Sorry about that. So this is good. It meets some of my criteria as far as height as going to 35 inches, but it only gives me a half a dB a gain. So, that's a bummer. Once again, anybody in the chat, feel free to say hi. A little different tonight. I hear Rob on frequency here.
Mommy. No, Mom. Hello.
All right, so what you doing back there?
Best.
Can you do me a favor and see those 2 switches over there? Around the side? Go around the side of the TV? Right there on the wall. Look on the wall. See him? Hit the left one. Hit the left one. On the wall. The switch. The switch. The light switch. Hit the left one.
This one?
Yep. Perfect. Thank you. She just turned on the light. Yeah. Pretty soon she'll be getting stuff out of the dryer and stuff. So,
Hello.
hello.
Here's my
I'm going to have to look for mounts now.
Daddy. Hello. I would have.
So, I prefer to go with the universal lip. That's what I have right now. I have this one right here. See the thin cable? I have the same exact one, but it has a UHF connector on it.
Daddy?
K400, yes. Don't cough in my face. Please. You don't do that. That's not good to do.
I was coughing with my mouth.
Yeah, but you got real close and you just did it on purpose. Okay? Okay? What do you say?
Sorry.
Yep. Cool. You don't want to be spreading out no COVID. No COVID. Oops. Sorry about that. I don't want a mag mount. I'm not totally firm on not having a mag mount, but I prefer not having a mag mount. Oh, you know what? Here's trunk mount. I was thinking about getting one of these or the layered. But here's the thing with these layered or lard or whatever they're called trunk mounts.
Daddy,
They have a long cable on there. Boy, this is going to be difficult tonight. Huh?
I found it in my room too.
Yeah.
In Mommy's room.
So right here, let's see how many. So I'd like a PL59, 259 on there. It's 17 feet of cable. I don't need 17 feet of cable, and I don't know how to do connectors. That bums me out.
Hello.
So let's look at this 8. 17 feet of cable again. I don't need 17 feet of cable. I don't know if adding double the amount of cable with being thicker is going to help my situation at all. Antenna will, 1 dB. Most definitely will. Ooh, they got a black one right here.
Daddy, I'm play these. Daddy. I'm play
Oh, no, don't take that off. No, that stays on there. Okay? You can play with it, but just don't take that off. Don't take it off, please. Thank you. Thank you for putting that away, too.
I'm going to wash real quick.
You're going to go wash real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now back to antenna mounts. I'm so perplexed. I just wish that this came with a little bit smaller 17 feet. I'm probably going to use 5 feet. Excuse me. And I absolutely suck about putting connectors on. It might be worth it for me to try to put some connectors on. So at this point, these two are the same, basically. This is just black. I'd probably get black because I have a gray car and I have my rims blacked out. I should probably... You know what? Let's pull up my car here. Here's my Instagram page. I wasn't really trying to go here. Let's show you my car. That's not a good look. Some meat right there. Got a lot of stuff on here. Yeah, so here's my car right here. Actually, I'm surprised I don't have my antenna on here. I don't know why I don't have my antenna on there. I have it on this one. You can see it. Oop. You can see it's right here. So I have the black rims, so that's kind of why I want to do the black. Oops. The black trunk mount. I think that will look a little bit better. What do you guys think? Jump in the chat. Let me know. How active I am on repeaters? That's a good question. Right now, I'm not that active, but I think I'm going to get a little more active. I'm going to be playing a lot more D-Star. I probably don't need that much gain with dealing with that. Why do you ask? I mainly want more gain for. I like to sit on Chino Hills, which is, I don't know how familiar you are with Chino Hills, and I wouldn't say DXing, but try to talk to as many people as I can down the hill. So a little bit more gain would probably help that out. So. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. So right now, sorry about that. I'm going to go with not this. So this is the antenna I have right now. I have the Comet SS680SB. Now take a look at this gain on here. It's not all that much. 2.15 on 2 meter. Which that's when I do a lot of my talking, because I'm normally on 146.520. So if I can get another dB of gain out of that, plus that's actually a little more, dB and a half, that's pretty huge. So I don't know. What do you guys think? There's no activity. Yeah, that's the problem with, there's a lot of nets. It's LA area repeaters, they're like every single frequency is full for repeaters. They have it coordinated through, I forget the name of it. Every single frequency you can possibly think of is totally occupied. There's a lot of repeaters on there that only get used during nets. They check in, hi, this is WA6, blah, 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 blah. And done. And they'll do a net on like a Monday or a Tuesday once a week, and you don't hear anything. There is a couple repeaters. If I can bring that up, there's two repeaters that are actually, there's 3 repeaters that are pretty active. K9KAO. You can turn that baby on at 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's someone talking. There's another one. It's like a sister one to it. Can't remember offhand. It's probably not it. It's called a Spark. I have Spark in my thing here. KE6 I believe. There is a Keller peak repeater, and the wind system repeaters seem to be pretty busy. Also, kind of new over the last like 3 or 4 years, the Papa system. They have I think 17 different repeaters around California, Southern California, that cover basically everything from San Luis Obispo all the way down to the Mexican border and to Arizona and Nevada. Those repeaters are all tied together. So they, especially in Southern California, like they have a repeater in Santiago, which basically covers Southern California. They got one on Pleasants Peak, which covers most of Southern California. They got one in Wilson, that covers most of California. So there's a lot of overlap is what I'm trying to say. So you got one conversation going on, and you got 15 repeaters tied up. So you got 15 frequencies tied up just for one conversation. So you got that kind of stuff going on in Southern California. So for repeaters, they are pretty busy here. I know in a lot of different other areas, when I used to travel, I used to bring I have a VX5, actually still that works, believe it or not, a Davy. Indianapolis seemed to be pretty busy. When I stayed in downtown Dallas, I was able to hit a number of repeaters. It's very flat there, so if you stay in if you stay in outskirts and you just have a little HT, you're just not going to get above to get into where the repeaters are at. A lot of repeaters are in the Dallas area on the outskirts of Dallas. So they were a little bit busy. Florida was another busy one, especially South Florida. Ham radio, it was pretty busy. They had I think it was on VHF. It was like one of them like played music. So repeater use is not a big one for me. But I think in the future it probably will be. Like I said, I did a lot more listening. I can't wait to get to the hill and see what big of a difference it is this antenna will make, although if I decide to get it. So anybody new to the channel right now, I'm doing something totally different I normally don't do, is I'm just sitting there yabbing away. I'm actually looking at getting a Larson NMO 2 meter, 70 centimeter, 440 dual band antenna to replace my Comet I keep on saying B, SS680, 680SB. So I'm going to get another dB and a half of gain with that, which I think will make a big deal. I'm also going to go from that really thin, I'd say it's probably, I don't even have anything that will match it. Really thin cable that comes out of the mount to RG58, and with this mount I'm going to probably get. That reminds me, I need to buy a cap for that thing. So I really think that I will want to do this. I just want to have you guys jump into chat. Message restricted. Check this out. Message restricted. How does that happen? That's weird. I've never seen that. I don't know if you went away, Davey. Maybe that's maybe something somebody flagged that for some reason. I don't know why. And now it's gone. Very strange. I was just looking at a message on here that's gone now from Davey. So, anyways, I plan on getting in on this this Larson antenna here, which I'll have to get a cap and some other stuff. Don't know how long they take to make to send out. Anybody out here has used the antenna farm? Probably not. See if anybody's on frequency here.
I don't know whose jurisdiction something comes up under. My mom got a ballot in the mail, and I don't know. I looked up online, and there was just nowhere to report this. But I think it would be federal through the post office, maybe. But her ballot was already filled out for her, and somebody retaped the thing in, and...
Sounds like we got some conspiracy theory stuff going on here. There, I'm going to stay away from right now. So yeah, what do you guys think? Is it worth getting a new antenna for just 1.5 dB a gain? Why did that go away? It's weird. So I got somebody in the chat and it totally went away. Very strange stuff here. 1.5 dB of gain. Oops. Gain. So let's look up this. Is it worth it? Be noticeable difference to go from 0.5 to just doing some reading here. I suck at reading out loud, so it looks like it's worth it. You're hearing some wind noise from my fan. So additional 2 to 3 dB. So I'm going to get 1.5. Here's one right here. VHF, UHF, and higher frequencies. Every additional 0.1 dB is often worth the effort if serious weak signal. All right, I think he has me sold. What do you guys think? Is that it for the QRZ? I believe it is. Anybody new here on the live stream doing something a little different tonight? I'm looking up antennas and mounts for them. Let me see here. I'm not totally against a mag mount, though. See if I can pull up Nemo caps. Why did I spell that wrong? Oh, I didn't. Okay, it just auto-corrected for me. What? They don't sell caps? That sucks. I thought for sure they'd sell caps. This is probably seriously boring for you guys. Sorry. So, for those of you just joining, to repeat, I'm looking at getting a new, get rid of some of these. I hate having a bunch of these. Antenna for my mobile. I had just got a Icom 5100, actually for my birthday. It was yesterday. For myself, which I know it seems weird to get yourself a birthday present, but I figured, might as well get myself something, right? That doesn't make me a bad person. Ooh, they have adapters. So where can I find a Nemo cap? So anyways, I want to upgrade everything. I want to get a new antenna. I didn't really want to get a new mount, but if it's going to give me more gain on the antenna to get an NMO mount, I will, which I think I'm convinced now that I'm going to. Just looking for a cap. Where would that be? You figured it'd be like who also bought. It's $35 for this antenna mount. And I'm just looking for. Look one more time here. Ooh, that's like the same one I have. Man, that's pretty expensive. That's that super thin cable I was talking about. RG58AU. This is RG58U, so that's that thin stuff. Don't need this one. Where was I at? Right here? No, right here? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go with that thin stuff anymore. How many feet was that again? Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Sure you guys do the same thing. 16 feet. I don't need 16 feet of cable. I really don't. Is that AU crap? This is only 6.5 feet. I think I need a little more than that. That's weird to have short. Oh, look at that. That's perfect right there. 13 feet. It's just that thin crap, though. Wonder why. SMA. Oh, it comes with an SMA connector because it's that thin crap. I wish they had shorter version of. It's only 5 mounts. Very strange. I'm antenna hunting for my mobile. And it's fun. I'm excited. What do you guys think? You think it's worth it to get a whole new antenna system for 1.5 dB a gain? Should I put that in the chat? Like a little, you can get a, what do they call that? I put a, computer's frozen. Like a poll, whatever. All right, yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I just don't want to put my credit card out online right now. He's got it stolen a couple weeks ago. NMO. Ugh. Sorry, I thought it was on here. So common antenna. So what's this? Converts Nemo. No, I need it the other way. Do they have N to Nenemo? Probably not. Really? They have it there. Man. TMV 71s are still going for almost $5. It's pretty expensive. It's a good radio. But pretty expensive. That's what I just got away from. It's sitting on my desk right now. Do I have a D-Star repeater close? Yes, I do. I have many of them. I have Santiago. I'm probably only like 15 miles away. Line of sight, probably. I can hit Keller, no problem. Don, nice to hear from you. I haven't talked to you on here for about a week or so. Looking up on antennas, dude. Trying to figure out what I want to do here with my life. And my, oops. Didn't mean to do that. So it looks like they got a cap here. Can hear my daughter in the background screaming away. All right, so looks like they got a bunch of different ones. They got a black one. They got all kinds of stuff. So now back to what do you guys think? Do you think another dB will matter on VHF? I mean, that's where I mainly are at, and getting a bit thicker cable because I got that super thin. I forget what it's called. It's like thinner than this. It's like half the width of this thing right here. It's like super thin cable. I don't know, but I don't know if you're just joining me. I figured out how to get power cable from my beautiful new 5100 Icom to my battery directly. My battery is like right underneath the seat it was under. So I was able to put that in probably about 5 minutes, just right away. So I'll be able to go full power, which is good. So I'll be able to go full power and get another dB. I think I'm going to notice a huge difference. In the past, when I was mobile, I was only able to go in a medium position on my power setting, which is normally about 15 watts. So, Don, you're talking me out of it. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I might hold off. In stock, ready to ship. I don't know. So you wouldn't notice the difference with VHF. And you like your 5100. I heard Gabe hooked you up with a file. I think it's very similar to what mine is. I basically took his file, my file off my old TMV 71, which I don't know if you saw. I think you walked around the other way when we walked out of the breakfast place the other 2 weeks ago. Basically put those two files together and made one big giant super file because they have some stuff on that file that I have some private repeaters on there that I wanted to keep in there. A friend of mine that since passed, I think his estate still is running a couple repeaters. So super file with all the repeaters. Oh, Gabe is watching. We're just talking about you, Gabe. 1.5 dB is 50% improvement. And on top of that, I'm not running medium power because I was in the cigarette lighter adapter, which is I know it's a big no-no, but it was an easy fix for me. And 90% of the time I was listening. But now I'm doing more talking with all you folks. Speaking, if there's any new folks, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I try to go live here about two or three times a week. So I'm meeting my quota as of today. Well, actually, you know what? I only went on one other day this week. So I don't know. Gonna have to think about this one. When I'm mobile, I don't think I'll notice the difference. I wonder if having a better antenna would bring in better receive too, with a better cable. Because I have that thing crap, which I don't know the name of it. I'm really, really, really bad on model numbers. I need a new chair. That's what I probably should be purchasing first. So this is the antenna I'm looking at. This actually Andy AG6BE mentioned, and during process of elimination, this seemed to fit the quota I need, which is under 35 inches. Gives me at least one more dB a gain. and it works on 440 and 70 centimeter. I'm sorry, 70 centimeter and 2 meter. Use when a dual mobile radio or 2 separate radios. The other thing is the antenna mount. I have to get another antenna mount, which I don't really want to do. Although this one's lower profile. I have the KPS 400 or something like that antenna mount. RG316. Yes. Sorry about that. You sound like Fred. I sound like Fred. Oh, boy. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If he's watching, I guess that's a good thing. If he's not, I don't know. I'm not going to drill a hole in my car, though. I can't do it. And I'm not going to drill any more holes in my house for getting the antenna in, so I can't do anything big. So should I put up a pole? New antenna for my car? New mount? If I can get like half the coax off the 17 feet I don't need cut off, I think having that thicker coax might help a little bit too, delivering a little more power to the antenna. What do you guys think about that? I can't believe Don. Sound like Fred. What, loud and distorted? Did I say that out loud? A lot of thinking here. Sorry about that. Bad fingers. So, this is what I want to do. I don't know if it will help. Doesn't sound like it. I want to get this mount. Looks nice, low profile, fit with my car. It's black. I want to get this antenna. It's under 35 feet. Sorry, 35 inches. Yes, it is actually, technically it is under 35 feet as well. This is 34.4, I believe, or 34.5, 34 and 3/4. And get this cap for it when I go get my car washed. I don't know. Gonna have to think about this one. So it's a yay or nay. You think it's worth it? Looks like Don doesn't think it's gonna really make a difference. Gabe didn't really say, but he said 1.5 dB. You don't even have a ground system. Hey, no one seems to be complaining about my signal on my home base here, and I don't have that thing grounded. I can actually use the thick coax to get in. I have like I don't know, there's like a little lip, and there's like a little thing I can stick the antenna cable in. Don's telling me to go for it. And Gabe, I can hear your repeater. I don't know if you could see that I keyed up on it the other morning. There was a couple people. One guy was in Canada, Alberta, I believe. It's a V call sign, so I'm thinking it's I'm pretty sure it's Canada because of the V call sign. And the other guy was in New Mexico. I could not. By the time I got in there, I can't run full power, so I wasn't able to get into it. This is why I put the power directly into my battery, so I can do that now. So I could probably hit your repeater from Anaheim Stadium parking lot. And a little bit of antenna, I could probably hear it a little better too. Gabe's yelling, do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to definitely do it. I might do a little video on it, depending on how. I'm just going to need to cut the coax down. Yeah? I think Andy has that same antenna he just got. So he had trouble. Is it in stock? Oops. Sorry. I don't think it's in stock, though. Is it in stock? Can I add this to my cart? boy. It's in my cart now. Oh boy, I just put it in my cart. It's not even like midnight I'm shopping. I usually do my shopping on midnight. Add the cart. No, not ready to check out. I don't have my credit card with me. This is what's going to kill me. I don't know. God, I wish. Look at this. 17 feet of cable. I guess they have it so somebody has the brains or the head of the radio on the other side of the car. I get it. I don't know. I got to think about what mount to get. That's going to be the kicker here. So I'm going to have to do some more thinking on the mount. What type of car do I have? I'll actually show you here. Gabe, I'd love to do that. I suck at putting on connectors. So I'll take somebody to lunch if they can put the connector on me here. I'll show you a picture of my car. I have a Chevy Volt. I hear those guys on the radio right now too. I'll jump on there in a few minutes. I'll show you a picture of my car. This is why I want to have the black. All right, here. For any of you guys have Instagram, just go ahead and follow me at The Real Greg Prosser. My beautiful daughter, my kitty cat, my old kitty cat I had to put down. Sweet girl, Sadie, Savannah cat. Good buddy of mine passed away unexpectedly last year. Some ribs. Me in Washington. Get to my car. That's not a really good picture of my car. I don't have any other pictures of my car handy. Got a lot of meat in there. A lot of pictures of my daughter. Oh yeah, Denny would like this one. When I was studying for my what's it called? Doing some airplane stuff. Famous Vin Scully right there with Dick Enberg. Here's my car. I actually have my antenna that's not on here for some reason. I think I took it off because I thought I was going to get more better gas mileage with it off. So I have my antenna right here. See how I had the black? So I think it would match good with the black. I also have black tires. There's another picture of it here. So you can actually see the antenna on there. Oops. I don't know why it does that. I can't zoom in. Let me do this. Ooh. Nope. Won't do it. Ah! No, why it does that. So the antenna's right here, actually, that I have on right there. I don't think Don came over to my car, so I don't think he saw. Not a lot of stuff on here. Yeah, here's me flying. Where's Denny? Where's Denny? So, I don't know. Let me go look at the chat here. I think I'll do it. I just wonder if that trunk mount's going to fit. I think it will. I'm going to go. Oh, you did see it? Okay. I don't know if Andy lives closer here. If he knows how to put on connectors, I'll take him out to lunch or something. Haley. Look at that, Haley. Look at that, Haley.
And it says, hanging with Daddy.
Hanging with Daddy. You want to come over here and show everybody? Let's pull this out a little bit here. Let's take a step back real quick. Wow. I'd love to pick her up. Here, face the camera. Face the camera. Face the camera here. Turn around.
I see Annie.
Oh, hold on. Where are you going? I want to show people. Come here. Come here, Haley. Come here. Look what it says. Hanging with Daddy.
Mommy.
Yeah. You like and Mommy? Well, you're hanging with Daddy right now. You don't want to hang with Daddy? No? You gonna go to sleep soon? Excuse me. Excuse me. See how I said excuse me?
Excuse you, Daddy.
Yeah, excuse me.
Ah.
Haley put the XLR cable in and took it off.
Good job.
I know a lot of people that's been around on TV they can't for 20 years they can't do that. So go figure. All right, sorry about the interruption there. And you get to see my lovely wife there, which you don't get to see too often. Do I garage it? Yes, I do, and that's part of the problem why I'm limited on 35 inches. That's why I was looking at the Laird. I can do about 35 inches. That's without my car loaded up. I would hit anything more than 35 inches. So that antenna would be perfect. What's up?
Daddy, I'm a little bit better.
You're a little bit better? What happened? Were you sick?
Yeah.
You were? I don't remember you being sick.
And then now I take my vitamins.
You take your vitamins, huh? Daddy takes vitamin every day. Actually, he forgot today because I got to get up so early.
Daddy, yours are...
Early for me. That was 6 a.m.
Your vitamins are yucky.
My vitamins are yucky? Why, because I don't chew them?
Well, my vitamins are pretty better.
They are better for you. Daddy takes different kind of vitamins, though. Oh, boy. I didn't think I was going to be doing this tonight. Oh, boy. So, all right. So I'm going to put the radio here on, which I was planning on doing. Something a little different tonight. We did some antenna shopping together. That was pretty cool. Why does the color look different now? Woo. Turn this down. Probably because I have my light on in the background, which I normally don't do. So that was fun, doing some antenna shopping. Let's get to some radio, which I normally do here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Look at that. That's Andy, AG6B in there.
I ended up going with a dual band that can take 200 watts, so I can run the amplifier on it. There you go. Does it have a black load on it, or is that the spring coil load? It's an open air coil. Open air coil, just ready on that. We got that one. Is it by Comet? No, I bought the Diamond because I've just had better luck with the Diamond antennas, but I thought about buying that 350 watt Comet. That thing looks badass. 350 watt mobile antenna? Yes, sir. For what band? 2 meter 440. Really? Hold on. What's the model number of that? I don't remember, but it's the heaviest duty Comet antenna ever built. It's very stout. I mean, it's probably 3 times thicker than the other antennas. It's built to knock trees down. 2 meter 440, 350 watt mobile antenna. Yes, sir.
Super gainer?
I'm interested in that one. What kind of gain, Andy, does that have? I think it was 3.0 on 2 meter and 5.5 on 440. There you go. I gotta find out what antenna that is. I wish you knew the model number of it. HP32 Frank Henry November. So HP like Hewlett Packard, 32 Frank Henry Nancy. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. No, maybe I doubled with you. It's a Comet HP32 Frank Henry Nancy. Frank Henry Nancy? Yes, sir. If you do HP32 Comet, it'd probably come up. Okay, it's HP32 Frank Henry Nancy. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm going to look it up. Fancy way. H32 Comet. that?
You're cutting out.
Hey, Dave? Yes. Yeah, you want to go to 270 for a minute?
Not really sure what's going on with Greg. He's like, I don't know if he's giving a Zoom class or something or what.
Why would I be giving a Zoom class?
Oh, there you are. Maybe, what am I watching? I must be watching old stuff or something.
No, I'm live. I'm just doing something a little different. I didn't hear anybody on when I got on, so I decided to do some antenna shopping live on YouTube.
Okay, because like you were talking, but you weren't talking on the radio. I didn't know what was going on. Then you were showing all this antennas and everything else. I still don't even think I have you live. Let me like double check. Are you showing antenna farm right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess I am live. So Fred, you still? Oh, that's Fred. You still there?
He's drooling right now. He'll be back with you in a minute.
Andy, I was just looking up antennas when you guys were talking about it. That's strange.
These guys had almost a perfect double, and Chino unfortunately completely obliterated what you said there, Keith. So try it again.
I see that, Greg. I was just saying because he needs to give a little modulation so he can hear himself on the stream to hear the improvement.
Oh, there you go.
So, hey, Greg, have you been on this frequency even where you were doing the other stuff for a long time? Because maybe Fred already has some stuff on there, the before and the after shot.
I wasn't listening till, I don't know, a minute ago. So before and after what?
Fred was using his 991 Alpha on a mobile antenna, and he sounded really muffly. And so we went up. Mario helped us. Fred, Mario, and myself went up to 270 to tweak it, so we weren't tying up the frequency. And now it's sounding a lot better. I just want him to be able to hear the difference between the before and after shot.
Hey, Keith?
Yep.
That's the 10 I gave you. The one they're talking about, I gave you that one.
It's 350 watts?
Yep, the one I gave you, that's the one.
Well, thank you very much. So you are live streaming now, so you can do some talking and get to replay it to hear what your modulation is.
That antenna's $90.
Nice.
I thought it was only $45.50.
I didn't realize that's what you gave me.
I didn't either till just now.
Hey, Uncle Fred, can you give me a radio or an antenna or something?
Is that good, Andy?
What's that?
Say that again?
I said, Uncle Fred, can you give me an antenna or radio or something? A Harley? I don't know, Camaro, whatever?
I'll give you my patches off my car, and 3-on-1 patches.
We were doing some trading, and he gave me something better than he thought he did, I guess.
Do you have to call him Uncle Fred or anything weird?
I didn't.
Wow, I didn't realize what I had.
It's a great antenna, man. They use them on motorcycles all the time. That's probably where you got it.
No, that ain't the reason why I bought that antenna. I told Keith the reason why I bought that antenna. The reason I bought that antenna is because I had a moving operation on that boat, and I kept breaking all the antennas on my boat. We're not going very fast just from the vibration.
Yep, that's what it's built for, man. And it takes 350 watts.
Yeah, that's why I had Keith tell him I have a whole bunch of those antennas, huh?
Oh, yeah, you have a plethora of them.
I got about 15 of those antennas.
So you got one for everybody.
No, I'm keeping them. I didn't realize you gave away a $90 antenna.
Hey, Uncle Fred?
Yes?
Can I have one?
I'll give you a broken one.
Gee, thanks.
Well, remember, Fred, you didn't actually give it to me. We did with this trade thing, so.
I know we did a trade thing, but you came better out of the trade than I thought.
I got the advantage.
Right.
About time I get the advantage once.
Well, you got the advantage on other things, but a little advantage. Now you got a big advantage.
Oh, well.
I gave one to Ron, too.
Oh, yeah, the $90 one?
Yeah, Ron's got one also.
Then he gave you a bad radio report? Boy.
Yeah, I know. Terrible thing, huh?
Hey, Fred, your signal went up to like an S, I don't know, 60 over right now. Can I have an antenna now?
Yeah, you know what I did?
What?
I went outside and I raised the antenna up on my hand, put it up in the air.
Yeah, actually, all kidding aside, your signal has gone up about a decibel, so if you moved it or if conditions are changing.
No, I didn't do it. It's condition of thing. But I'm still pretty good for a mobile antenna, huh?
Yeah, you went back down there. Are you walking around it, touching it? What are you doing?
I'm doing nothing. I'm inside the house. The antenna's outside. I had a bird fly over it.
Strange.
So what radio are you on, Andy?
The 9100.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well, thank you, sir.
The 91, the 991 Alpha?
No, the Icom 9100.
Oh, that one. Okay, I gotcha. Anyway, Keith, I went to the internet looking at it. That's the one with the big coil. Remember I had the one with the big coil? And then I had the one with the little coil? And the antennas were the same?
Yeah.
According to the picture, that's the one with the big coil. It pops up.
And it's a black one?
Well, they make them both ways, black or silver. You get either way. That's not that big thing. That's no big thing. But it's the coil I'm looking at.
Right. I remember.
Remember I said what's the difference between the two coils?
Yep.
Now I know. I didn't even know. Now I know.
You got 15 of those things?
I got half and half.
Well, you're sitting pretty.
Yeah. In my room here, I got two big coils and two little coils. But now I know. Next time I'll make sure every time I always buy the bigger coil.
The swap meet, I think, was this morning. You should have gone there and sold some of your stuff.
What was that this morning?
I think the Claremont swap meet was this morning, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I was having somebody move, and I had two friends that died, and I helped somebody move. I just got back. That's why I wasn't here early. I was over there, and I was over by Dredger, Chino Airport in that area over there, which wasn't too hot today. It was something to do with some house moving, and then we went over to Charles Farm. I could have took my radio to there today. Well, it was so funny. I got up there in that area there. My cell phone didn't even work.
Oh, really? Did you go to Flo's?
Yeah, I didn't go to Flo's. Anyway, I learn something more interesting here all the time. So right now I got a little book. There's only 3 antennas I like to buy. That antenna, the 8.5 footer, and then the 5/8 wave antenna. That's the only mobile antennas I like.
Hey, that thing's sounding really good right now, I feel.
What's up, my radio?
Yep.
That's it. I better write these settings there in case I bump them or something. What's so funny, I wish this thing had an SD card like the Icom to remember everything, but it don't.
What you can do is, like, get your phone and just start taking pictures.
Yeah, I'll write them down in a book.
Yep, do both.
Yeah.
Back up.
Comment?
But the Icom's kind of nicer. If you forget everything, you just load your card in there. It puts it back the way you had everything. I don't know why the issue couldn't do this in this technology they got.
Go ahead, comment.
Hey, Andy, why didn't you go with the Larson antenna?
The wattage capacity won't work with the amp.
It's only 0.8 dB difference, so that's not that big of a difference, I guess.
That's a huge difference, man. That's a huge difference. But I want to try the amp, so I haven't wired it in yet. But I got the antenna mounted a little more permanent than mag mount, and we'll see how it goes.
The mag mount, how many magnets you got on the mag mount?
No, I took the mag mount off and put a more permanent mount up.
Okay. You had to drill a hole?
No, I did a luggage rack mount.
Okay. So you got a bracket, you bought a bracket to put the antenna on, and that bracket moves into that bracket, right?
Yes.
Did you clean the brackets all real good?
Well, it's all brand new, so it is clean. But yeah, the paint was removed from the area that touches the bracket and all that.
And then the bracket, what about whatever the end of the bracket? Is that all cleaned and ground?
Well, it's a half-wave antenna I'm running on it, so it's not critical. But I don't know, it's all brand new, you know.
It's not critical. I understand that, but it does make a big difference.
It may. I mean, I just mounted it up. I haven't even really tested it short of seeing if someone could hear me. So we'll see. We'll run it for a few weeks and see how it goes. I'm still thinking pretty seriously about punching a hole through the roof.
Well, you got a Jeep, right?
No, this is the Highlander.
Highlander, is that like a Jeep?
No, it's a little SUV by Toyota.
It's a what by trailer?
A little SUV.
Hey, Keith, do you got his phone number?
Nope.
I was going to say, send him the bracket I built you.
The one from my school?
Yeah, that bracket, that's a heavy-duty mount. I've been thinking if I bought a Jeep, and I was always looking for a good bracket, that's a good bracket to mount to the side of a Jeep.
Yeah, that would be.
You look at it solid. You can run big crush cable to it. You can change antennas on the top faster. You can raise it up, down, high, if you want it higher or lower.
Hey, Fred.
Fred, you hearing Greg?
Yeah, I can barely hear him.
Fred, Dave K6EGG was wondering, are you selling an old 2-meter sideband radio?
Am I selling one?
Affirmative.
I know the answer to that.
What's he wondering about a 2-meter sideband radio? What does he want?
He's just wondering if he's in the chat on YouTube, and he just asked that question, and he can't talk on the radio, so I'm asking for him.
I can't quite pull that keep relay for you. What do you think? Please relay.
The answer is no, but I'll relay. Are you, David guy from San Pedro wants to know if you're selling a 2-meter sideband radio.
I never told anybody selling anything.
That's why I said, no, you don't sell anything.
Real ham radio guys don't sell things.
I'm surprised I got something from you.
Okay, that you got your answer there, Dave.
But they're on.
And Andy, got a question for you real quick.
Yes, sir.
Would you get the Larson? In my situation that you see, by the way, I hardwired my new Icom 5100 to my battery just today. Would you get the Larson antenna, or stick with the UHF and get the antenna that you just got?
If I wasn't going to run an amp in the car, I'd go with the Larson, hands down.
Copy. And do you think I have 2.15 dB a gain. That Larson will give me 3.9 or 3.8? And do you think that's worth it?
Absolutely. Big difference.
And if anybody out here knows how to put connectors on, I'll take them to lunch, because I'm going to get a new mount that has 17 feet of cable I don't need.
If you get the crimp type, I like those. I hate the ones you got to solder all the stuff together on.
Yeah, you're nice and close.
I'll have to check my box of goodies in here. I may even have some PL259s.
Now, I don't know if you're trying to go with a real low-profile antenna or whatever, but the Comet dual band's about a 3.5 dB gain also.
I looked at that, and it's just a little too high. It's 37 inches, I think. I need to stay within, what's it called, 34 or 35 inches.
And the Larsen is that short?
35 inches, yes.
Okay, wow. I'm not very familiar with that antenna.
Hey, Greg?
Yes, sir.
I told you all you have to do is bend the antenna, come down 6 inches and bend it.
I don't know if my wife's down.
They'll get him in the garage. Okay, K6EGG.
Here's another question. I have that super thin cable. I believe Gabe gave me the kind it is, RG3 317 or something like that. Do you think the 58's better than that, the thicker stuff?
I'd have to look at a chart, but my gut tells me, yeah. I've got the Diamond 316 on the mount that I've got today, and while it's okay, I don't think it's as good as the thicker stuff. But I don't have any. It looks like I don't have any 58 crimp connectors, but I do have the crimp tool. So if you buy the connector, I can do the rest.
So, Greg, if you're able to get your own coax for whatever you're doing, 240 is really thin, but it's really a high gain compared to like 58.
No, it's whatever's on the mount I have to go with, it looks like.
Chances are it's 58.
Yeah, the mount's 58. It's RG58EU. Is Fred dying over there?
He's going to throw up.
Throw up what? Some antennas or what?
They're on the coax cable.
I'll check.
Oh, you're having a little bit of indigestion there?
Yeah, from all of it to GU.
So I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm going to be able to run full power in my car now.
And full power being 200 watts?
No, 50 watts.
Oh, nice.
So, hey, Greg, when you and I were talking today on the radio, mobile, where were you?
I was at the 57 and Ball.
57 and Ball, 57 and Ball. Okay, yeah. Past Anaheim Stadium, I got you. I was at Westminster Boulevard and the 405 freeway.
Oh yeah, you're a little ways away.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. You know. Now, did you have the higher power already, or you will get to have the higher power?
I just did it when I got home.
Oh, okay, cool. That with a little bit better antenna, that should help out quite a bit. I didn't think about it, but we could have got on D-Star and talked to each other. So, Andy, you got your 7100 mounted now, right, in your car or truck or whatever?
I don't have the head unit mounted yet, but everything else pretty much, yes.
Do you put it in portably, or do you just not quite use it yet?
No, I've got it in there just kind of sitting on the center console. I haven't decided if I'm going to go with the cup mount or drill something into the dash.
Yeah, what you're doing, I did that for months, so I know what you're talking about, yeah. But, at least you have it to use.
Yeah, it's been kind of nice to have, although the radio's been quiet. Somebody had to go back to work.
A few people, yeah. It was quiet when you were gone for 2 weeks, too, gotta admit.
Yeah, it was definitely quiet when I got back.
Part of that is because I have an HF antenna now, so I'm spend a lot more time up there, or down there.
I know that.
And I've been playing on D-Star.
Excuse me, so you said you had a 5100, did I hear that right?
That is affirmative.
Nice. You'll have to tell me where you're hanging out, because I've got that in the car too. I haven't programmed much on it yet. It's mostly been on this frequency, but it's in there.
I was on the Keller Peak 2 meter, but I think that one's having some issues right now.
That one's always had very low audio. I've noticed that mobile.
And I'm trying to hit Gabe's repeater, but I can't with the system I have hooked up. I think with a little improvement I did today and possibly the new antenna, or I'm actually ordering it right now, I think I'll be able to do it.
I don't think he's got much elevation, right? Isn't that at his house?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, the Gabe's Gabe's the repeater. I think it's got about a 15-mile radius.
Can you hit it from your house?
Yeah, I can hit it from my house, but when I'm going southbound, it cuts out right around, let's say, what would that be? Kind of like Westminster Boulevard, right around there, southbound of the 405 freeway in Huntington Beach area.
Yeah, I know I struggle to hear it over here a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm probably only 5 miles away from him myself.
I ordered the antenna, the mount, and the cap.
No, you just got to wait.
You get it online? Are you going through HRO or what?
Antenna Farm.
Oh, Antenna Farm. There you go.
How long do they normally take, Andy?
You can double try again.
Let me see if I got it. I hope you put the video or turn the video off when you put your credit card in.
I'm not. I didn't put my screen on when I purchased.
That would totally be something I would do.
And you also can't see what favors I go to too. Which frequently visited sites.
Anybody new to the stream, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Trying to get up to 500 subscribers before the end of the year, so help me out here. It looks like we got a couple new ones today. So, anyways, if you're new to the channel, I go on about 2-3 times a week. Do some live streaming here. Today was a little different. Did some antenna shopping.
I did antenna shopping, live streaming. And you know what? I don't even have my amplifier on. I'm only running 45 watts.
That's getting it done here, obviously.
That's probably why Fred didn't hear me.
That and the fact he was testing out a mobile antenna.
Was it on his house?
Yeah, I think he said he had it on his deck, his probably patio cover.
K6EGG. Hey, Gabe, how's it going?
Pretty good. Just hanging out tonight.
So you ordered those parts, Greg?
I did.
Yeah, you know, when you install that mount on the trunk lid, you got to make sure that those hex screws, go down to bare metal. That'll make a good ground for you. And then if you really want to take the extra step, you got to run like a 12-gauge wire or something like that from your trunk lid to the body of the car, so that you got a good ground plane or a good ground to your car from the antenna.
I will definitely give that a try. I know the antenna. I think the mount I have right now, the I forget what it is. Comet, I think it is. KM400. I think I got it screwed in all the way. I shaved down some metal, or shaved off some paint to get down to the metal.
Okay, good. You can always check it out with an ohm meter. You got one of those, right?
I do.
Yeah, like whenever I've installed something like that, I run a continuity check or an ohm check from the screw mount of the antenna, where the antenna screws in, and then, some bare metal spot on the trunk lid or somewhere on the car.
Hopefully I'll have better ears and I'll have better transmit with this new antenna and a little bit thicker cable. I think it's going to help out a little bit.
Yeah, it should. 1.5 dB, if you're putting out 50 watts, that's like, 1.5 dB is a 50% improvement on what you had before.
And now I can go 50 watts, too.
Whoa, you'll be making it rain here in L.A., Orange County, I mean.
Having my radio plugged into the cigarette lighter adapter, I know that's a big no-no, but for listening, it's okay. But I've been talking a lot more recently, and it's not good.
Yeah, it's best to go direct to the battery.
I just didn't realize the battery's so close to the radio. I mean, it was literally like 3 feet away. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to plug this in right now.
Yeah, that's good. Did you have any trouble finding a place to go through in the firewall?
No, the battery is actually in my trunk, and I have a hatchback.
Oh, so you just put the main body in the trunk and bingo, you're done. That's good.
Actually, I have it underneath my passenger seat, but I might move it underneath there to have a little shorter cable run.
Yeah, if you put that in the trunk, you could have like maybe a 3 or 4 foot run of cable there, and you could just cut the cable and just have a real short length, because You know, I'm sure that thing is going to say it's got low loss RG58. Well, what does low loss mean? You know, I mean, so the shorter you can make that cable, especially RG58, is going to be good. You know, if it's got like 4.5 dB loss, 10 feet means you're losing 0.45 dB.
Yeah, I'm sure anything's better than the 10 feet I have of that thin crap.
Hey, K6EGG, what do you got there, Greg? What did you buy?
I bought a Larson 2-meter 440 antenna and an NMO mount for my car.
Coax came with it?
Yes.
The coax came with it, yeah. RG58 you don't want to use for 2 meters on QSL?
That's probably all going to be able to fit my car.
There's other stuff. It's called RG400. It's Teflon. RG400. QSL?
I'll look that up.
240 is pretty good stuff too, right, Alex?
Yeah, that's not bad, but still, that's like RG8X. It's still very... I had 6 feet of that in my truck, in my Jeep truck that came up, or maybe a little more than 6 feet. And he came out with his spectrum analyzer, and he showed me how much loss that stuff has. I went to RG400, and I stay with that, or like 214. I put that in the vehicle, but I don't use any of that stuff yet. No less than RG400 in vehicle installations and 6JJI.
Thank you for the info. I don't know how I would change that coax out on that because it's built in.
Oh, you pull off the bottom cover and what do you call it? You resolder the RG400 the same length and put a connector on the end of it. You know, you can get to the bottom of that mount and get it apart, or...
Copy.
If it came with that NMO mount, it may have an extra shield in it. Does it say RG58 on that cable?
That's what the specs say on it.
Well, that's not good stuff, but shoot yourself. I hope it works, over.
It's better what I'm going away from right now, I could tell you that much. What is it, Gabe? 316 you were thinking? 317? RG, whatever?
Yeah, that stuff has a lot of loss.
So maybe I'll go with this 58 for a little while, and then when I decide to upgrade, it'll be even better.
QSL, in the future, try to remember that RG400. QSL?
Copy that, RG400.
Did you find it?
I did, I'm looking it up right now.
I can almost find it, yeah. Did what, Dave? I picked up my RG from Aspen. Oh, that is RG from Aspen.
Is that RG400 better than like a LMR 240?
Well, you got to look at the specs and the stereo, RG 240, it depends on the length of the line and all of that. RG 240 is just a better quality 8X, I think.
Well, you are my specs, Alex. Come on now.
I'm getting senile and old.
Just trying to keep you on your toes.
All you got to do is look up the specs. A lot of times, I was a believer even for HF in the vehicles, or 214. I'll put the connections on it. I don't use the little stuff. It is. The groundhog still out here, Fred? Are you here? Alex? Yeah. The black box, Alex, Alpha wide it is. I don't know how wide it is. And you don't have the model number of the antenna? Who's the manufacturer?
Got quiet out here. Andy, you still here?
Yes, sir.
Did you put that 7100 in your car yet?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, we could do some D-Star mobile now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Let me know where you're hanging out, and I'll try and get some stuff programmed in. It's pretty bare in what's in the memory right now. I have just mostly this frequency and a couple others to listen on.
Alex? Keep in New York. 450. Oh, 50. Okay, 50. Okay. You need a 9-to-1 balance, technically, right? But that one will work, but you're going to incur losses, right? I get lost. Keep in York. You use the ladder line. You can go get some more ladder line and you can run it through. But you got a little bit of windows and you got old-fashioned wood ones. I have a choice. You got a junction box you can put ladder line through the house? I have a box. Okay, what about ladder line? Do you have one that's like 2 bolts to go through the house or a square, or do you have windows that you can put ladder line through the house? Not so loud. Yeah, it's the same difference. It's like a 2-door box. Big, small. I don't want whatever I want. Well, you don't want to put ladder line in this coax and metal. I hope you can have it isolated. Okay, well, here's the deal. You can get some more ladder line instead of get the dowling and the coax. It would be less loss all the way up, huh? But if I didn't put the dowel on, I could have it flush. Yeah. Okay, suit yourself. You know your situation. What do they cost? $130. Coax, the ladder line is cheap too. I mean, in comparison. Yeah, but I'm always familiar with well, what I do is with the ladder line you join it, makes hooks with completely little U-hooks on each end of the ladder line. And I screwed up some string tubing up here in between those spaces and use a match and everything got after I soldered the ladder line, it works perfect. And it'll last 25, 30 years. When I was switching up daisies that can go out and start to stop. How'd you know? Pick up the coax. Okay, all right.
Kind of a quiet night on YouTube, huh? Feel free to jump in, say hi in the chat if anybody's new, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Looks like we got a new subscriber tonight.
Hey, Greg, this is K6EGG. I looked up that RG316. It has about 14 dB loss on 2 meters, so replacement's definitely going to be a step up.
That's huge.
So if you got 10 feet in your car, you're losing 1.5 dB just over the coax.
So So basically, with this antenna, and new system, I'm gonna get 2 more dB of gain. Plus, I'm gonna be doing full power, 50 watts, as opposed to 15 watts.
Yeah, it'll work a lot better. And then after you get used to that, unsoldering that connector and putting a better coax in there is definitely something you can do, like Alex said. And if you mount the main part of the radio in the trunk, you can just have a really short length of coax, and it really, it'll be about as best as you can get, short of putting an amp in there and having some super thick stuff in there.
Yeah, I might have to hit up one of you fellows for that, because I'm super bad at soldering.
I recommend 7/8 hardline.
That's another option.
I just for the heck of it, just drill a hole in the side of my car.
Yeah, I know. You want to go back to 270? No, I just like to know. Oh, I'm looking at this radio wave C5 Junior, and I'm looking at the ladder line, and it doesn't look like 450 ohm ladder line. That's actually going on mine. Okay, let me look. You can tell by the spin.
You can get a drink. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah,
Copy.
50 ohm, yeah. You're right. Fred told me. Yeah, okay. Boy, mine's kind of...
And Gabe, if you are listening to the stream, thanks again for all your help. I really appreciate it.
Well, either that, there's a $69 one from MSJ called a remote balance. It does the same thing. Made from chunk. Okay, I've got one over here we're using, and that's the one that the ladder line used from this V5 RGO. It's $21? No, it's $60. Something like that. 902 is called a remote balance. That's so you can hit. But it does, if you put them under the eaves of the house, you can put the coax straight through in the hole, and go to the remote valve and the ladder line up from there. If you leave it under the eaves, all the water doesn't get out. It's a little metal can. But it works great. We run 500 watts to it all the time. We've had it for about 20 years. Wait a minute, here's another one. Power handling capability. 1,500 watts. Yeah. Other one's commercial. So did you find one that was 56 or $89? Yeah. Well, I don't know. You do if you want to get in trouble and find from the SEC. I mean, What I was telling you. Boom. Good to go. All right, there you go. I think it's actually more for the 70 feet of coax, $1 a foot, something like that. Oh yeah, you're right.
So in my
in chapter 7 of Alex's book, by the way.
Now we're squared away.
what?
Now we're rocking.
As I said, that's in chapter 7 of Alex's book.
You listen on YouTube too?
All this information, go to 270, 7
270.
Just kidding.
That's right, 255 when you said that.
I was getting a headache. I don't go off with the audio set. What? Audio set.
I was trying to be thoughtful and have us move up there so it wasn't happening at 250 and give you guys, a headache.
Next time,
No matter where I go, I'm going to bleed over on you probably. I should have turned it down to like 5 watts. I didn't think.
I must have 4 hearing because all that stuff you guys did, I didn't notice a bit of difference. Not to mention that my speaker could be a $500 speaker. Your radio set 99 cents better. That would make a difference too.
Well, did you hear the before when he was on 250? Then we switched over because it definitely made a huge difference.
Like I said, I must have terrible hearing. I don't know. If it's much, it's very little.
Alex, you know it's a big difference, right?
What's that?
When Fred, the before and after of Fred's modulation, you know it's a big difference.
Well, I knew he was different, but he was on a different radio and a mobile antenna.
Yeah, he was very not troubly, but like bassy and this mid-rangey, and it sounded like it was muffled.
Yeah, over here, it was muffled and distorted, really.
Yeah, well, the guy Mario, like he's got a Yaesu radio, so he knew all those different settings and stuff. So we started just going through them all. Because on those Yaesu radios, and of course, Dave, you got one. There's all sorts of EQs, high, mid, lows, all this kind of stuff. It's a lot more complicated than the Yaesus as far as adjusting all the sound and stuff.
Well, I don't think I've set this radio's modulation or did anything. It was like 20 years ago, and I've never changed it over.
So you're using the factory settings?
Yeah.
Well, sounds good.
Good.
Those radios back in those days only had on and off, right?
It's got a compressor in it, and adjustment to that, and my gain over.
Oh, okay.
I sure did. You sound good.
Yeah, I'm just trying out this new IC-700, trying to make a video on it, but I got to get familiar with it first, lest I look like a fool.
Yeah, copy that. Copy that. Take your time. Take your time. You're good. You're doing good. You're doing good. Nice radio.
Yeah, it is. So far, I'm enjoying it. I never thought I'd get into QRP. And I just got to figure out how to get this thing to stop recording automatically. I'm sure there's a button in there somewhere. It keeps recording every conversation.
Oh, cool. Super cool. Does it also record your voice as well?
Yeah, it is. It's recording both conversation. That was the recording I sent you. Was when I heard your voice, and I thought, oh, it's another one of them Louisiana people. Lovely. So went about my way, and then I tried a signal report right after it, but obviously I wasn't transmitting. Then when I listened to the recording again, I was like, oh, damn, it was you.
Yeah, that's D-Star. That's what D-Star does. It kind of changes your voice characteristic a little bit. It does, yeah.
I'm more familiar with Fusion. That's what I started on with all this digital stuff. Trying to get into DMR as well. I've got a A2.
Got quiet out here.
What kind of contest? How many stations is the contest?
Yeah, it sounds like it's
AJ60, you still there? I'm at AJ6PE. Am I spacing on his call letters again? Andy, you still on frequency?
Everybody's gone there, Greg.
Yeah, I was listening over on D-Star for a few minutes.
Yeah, I kind of saw it on the feed. Sounded like somebody was getting their feet wet with a 51A or something like that. So what made you decide to go with a 5100 there?
I don't know. I got to be honest with you. I just kind of wanted something a little different in the car, and I'm starting to use D-Star a little bit more. So that's part of it. I just didn't realize the screen was that big.
Yeah, that touch screen is really nice. The only bad thing about it is you got to find a place to put that control head, so you got to like wiggle it in between, spaces in between the controls and whatever else you got on the dashboard. But it's definitely a good screen. That radio, even without D-Star on it, is really a really good radio, I think.
I think that radio has a better receive than my TMV-71 Kenwood. I noticed when I'd go by these cell antennas, like the fake palm tree deal, whatever, I'd get a lot of front end on my my radio. I'd like 146.520 would start going crazy. I noticed it's not as much with this radio here, this 5100.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think I mentioned this to you before, but what I like to do is I like to have like one side to use for D-Star, so I can scan D-Star repeaters and D-Star simplex frequencies. And then the right side I like to use for, FM. That way you don't get confused on, what you're listening to, what you're transmitting on. At least that's what works for me.
Yeah, I think you had a scan bank set up. Was that correct?
Yeah, right. So you can, so if you're like on the D-Star bank, you can scan just the what's in that D-Star bank, and then same thing with the FM. You can have like a FM simplex, an FM repeater, and then a combination of both, whatever you want. Like, for instance, you can have one bank of frequencies around your home, and then one bank of frequencies in Orange County, and then you can just switch between the two as you drive around.
Yeah, I don't think I copied that part of your file in. I know I copied all the repeaters and the simplex stuff in. Yours was, I wouldn't say similar, but obviously you had a lot of the same repeaters in because you live in the same area. So I just kind of cut and paste everything, and I haven't really decided how I'm going to do this radio yet because of the functionality of it, but I kind of like that idea of having the D-Star scan bank and then having D-Star separated with the regular analog FM. But I listen to a couple different repeaters, so I kind of like when I'm driving, I listen to like one or two different repeaters, and then I normally have 5.2 on the other VFO.
Okay. Now, when you're in the programming software, when you open up all the memories, if up on the upper left-hand side of the software, you'll see something there called bank. And there'll be a bank name folder, and then there'll be like, 5 or 6 banks, whatever it is. So what you can do is you can go in those banks, and let's say you've got 4 or 5 repeaters. Like, let's say in your 100 to 199 memories, you've got some repeaters you want to scan while you're driving around your house. You can just input those numbers into the bank channel, and then as soon as you punch in the number and scroll down to the next row, it'll automatically fill it in. So you can, fill that with the repeaters or frequencies that you want, and you can just call that, your home D-Star or home FM bank. And then you can do it any way you want, and that way you can just load it up the way you want it. Yeah, there it is. If you look underneath 900 and 999, just click on that little plus sign that says bank channels. Yeah, there you go. And now, just click on that. Right. So there you go. So those are, if you scroll even down further, I think I got more of them. Yeah, they're all those are all FM. Yeah, those are all FM repeaters. So if you put that bank on the right-hand side, you can scan all those if you want.
It's pretty cool. It's like interactive radio, isn't it?
Well, yeah, more or less. But the key thing here is that you've got all these banks. You got A to Z banks. And the main idea here is you can dump all the frequencies and all the repeaters that you want. You can dump Phoenix repeaters, you can dump San Francisco repeaters, you can put them all on the radio. And then you use the banks to pick the frequencies that you're going to scan in wherever you're operating.
Oh my goodness, what a good idea. I like that idea because I go between here and Vegas a lot. Not so much San Diego, but that's a pretty good idea.
You're in memory mode. What you do is you touch the memory number. Like it'll say like 101 or 150 or 250. And if you touch that, a screen will come up. And it'll ask you, do you want to input the memory or do you want bank channels? So you, on the right side, there's a little icon that says bank. So you touch bank, and then you get to pick the bank, and then that bank is what is going to be on that side of the radio.
Man, that's a pretty powerful radio.
Oh yeah, like I said, the scanning properties and the memory properties of that radio are great. I haven't seen anything that's any better yet, but whatever. I mean, it's a good radio. It's definitely a great mobile rig. Yeah, if that rig had sideband on it, it'd be really good. This is K6EGG.
Thanks for the information there. I really appreciate it. K6EGG.
WA6QXA here. I just made a contact on 40 meters to St. George, Utah, and I was talking to this guy that as part of the 2-meter sideband net up there, when I was up there in April, I think I might have talked to the guy, but he definitely knew the guy that was the head honcho of the net, and we were like talking about that. So kind of a cool old contact.
Pretty good, pretty good. By the way, I got an email back from the ARRL that I sent him, and the email just basically said, hey, thanks for the information. And he didn't say whether it was valid or not, so I'm going to be looking in that magazine to see if they mention that, New Hampshire to Southern California opening.
Did you hear that Fred got a QSL card also from him?
I didn't hear that. Did Fred send him one?
Don't know, but he got one from him a few days ago.
Well, that's kind of encouraging. I mean, at least that means the guy, is trying to reach out to everybody that he worked. Yeah, so I got him confirmed on Logbook of the World, and I've got him, QSL card. Now, Keith, what was the name of that program, that logging program you mentioned?
I think it's called NetLogger.
Okay, NetLogger. Let me write that down. I'm going to check into that. I sent you an email with some info on logging programs, so you may want to check that out when you get a chance.
Yeah, I saw the email. I just haven't taken the chance to listen to it yet, but I'll definitely look into it. So thank you for that info.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to look into NetLogger and see what that does. But if you wanted to get started, right now, you could just use that QRZ program because you are able to output your log into ADIF format to whatever other log program you want. You can even download it to Logbook of the World. And there's even a function on there where other hams who use the QRZ logbook, you can verify the contact through that, but not everybody uses that, so it's kind of piecemeal.
I understand. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess Ole Miss net that I joined, they use that NetLogger a lot, and so I guess you can use that. You guys can, they can like on the fly see each other and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm sure a lot of the other apps do the same thing.
Yeah, I can see that. But like I said, as long as it supports ADIF format, if you wanted to, you could switch over to something else later on.
It's called AD what F?
Alpha Delta India Frank. Let's see. I forget what it stands for.
Okay, ADIF. That's what I thought you said. I'm writing it down. I just want to make sure I write it down right. Very good.
Yeah, ADIF stands for Amateur Data Interchange Format.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Might be on the extra class on license test, right?
Book of the World, I think it was like in 2002 or somewhere around there. They started using that, and that really did help standardize everything. So that's a good thing. Hey, did you get your QSL cards yet?
No, but I did get the email saying that they're in transit.
Okay, good. So you should get it next week then. Good. That's pretty cool.
They're based in California, I believe, aren't they? So, yeah, I should get them the next day or two. Well, not Sunday, obviously, but the next day or two, Monday, Tuesday-ish.
Yeah, they're up in Northern California, somewhere in some redwood forest. I've seen some pictures, and the guy's got some type of a cabin or shed, among redwoods or among sequoias. I forget what it is, but he's been running that operation from there for like 20 or 30 years, something like that. So I did visit the website, and I did see their announcement that they're shutting things down at the end of October.
Yeah, I got the little business cards, too, where I could hand out if I'm seeing people, boom, But yeah, that is going to be sad because they're definitely the best deal in town. Like there's this guy that was on some net who's bragging that he has his own QSL business. And so I checked out his website. Man, he was going to cost like $200 to get a set of QSL cards. I was like, forget that nonsense.
Yeah. Some people really go to extraordinary means. They put pictures. They got color on the front and the back and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, there's other ones that are pretty good. They're a little bit more expensive than cheap QSLs, but it's still a pretty good deal. I got that one. I got QSLs from them because I just like their format, and also they were pretty cheap. Hi.
Yeah, I got just the basic ones. Got the California on it, and then on the back you can write on it and say all the good stuff and all that. Some of those other ones you can't even write on because they got that glossy stuff and everything else. So yeah, this is going to do the trick for me. And I don't want pictures of myself on my QSL card anyway. It'll just become a dartboard.
Yeah, really. This one guy in Florida, he likes to have QSL cards that has lots of red on it. Because
anybody new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and a button there down at the bottom right. Sorry, it's been a long 6 days. Worked about 60 hours this week. Little normal rag shoe tonight here, 144-250.
Yep. I'm kind of anxious for those little, they call them iCards or something like that. Yeah, very surprised, sadly surprised, but it is what it is. What can you do? I think I actually threw my phone number on there. Those are the things I could hand out if I have breakfast like with you or me. Boom, I can give it to you, that kind of a thing,
Yeah, they're called eyeball QSLs.
Yeah. So I grabbed some of those. They were cheap enough. I think like $15 for a couple hundred of them. So I figured while I'm getting this done, might as well get some of those too.
Yeah, that's good, and they'll last a long time. You probably keep them until you move. I never ran out of them. What I do now is I just go to Staples and then just do a business card, and it does the same thing. But whatever way you do it, it's pretty. It's a good thing to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, let's say you go to some kind of a public net where you guys meet each other and all that kind of stuff, and you're giving each other information. Are they going to really remember it? No, but if you can hand them something like, hey, here's my card, like with my email, blah blah blah. Give me an email.
Right, exactly. That's what helps. And then if you want to get somebody's call sign or contact information, it really makes it a lot easier, definitely.
Yeah, and I didn't put my address, but I did put Long Beach, California. They don't need to know my address.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good thought. Yeah, my cards, I just put, my call sign and my email address and my phone number. And, putting the city also would be a good deal, too.
Yeah, I started thinking of that. I wasn't going to do it, but then I started thinking, like, California is a big state. I mean, from northern to southern California, that's kind of a long way. So, well, gives it a little bit more clarity. But yet, Long Beach is a big city, so it's not like nobody's going to be able to track me down.
Right. Well, California's got its own, six land. I mean, it's the only state that has its own number for a call sign.
Oh, no kidding. Wasn't it the 7th largest economy in the world?
It's actually I think it's the 5th now. It was the 6th. I think it's just borderline into the 5th. So it's the 5th or 6th.
That's incredible. That's incredible, yeah. But if any ham operator knows anything, they know how to find my address if they had to.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely, that's true. And, if you look at a map, like an ARRL map of all the call sign districts, you can see where all the hams are concentrated, sort of. Like, the East Coast's got several call signs, all concentrated in that northeast corridor.
Now, I've heard some 9s. Is that Hawaii? What's 9?
See, 9's in the Midwest. It's like Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. Hawaii is like K7, and Alaska is KH7, and KH6. Alaska's KH6. I'm not sorry. Hawaii's KH6, and Alaska is KH7.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, KL7 for Alaska, sorry.
And 5's typically like Arizona, Utah, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, if you look, if you do a search for the ARRL WAS map, that's, of course, Alpha Romeo Lima Whiskey Alpha Sierra map. It's, it's a map you can print it out, and it'll show you all the call districts and all that.
I'll have to re-look at it. I know I've looked at it before, but I should do that. It's kind of weird. I thought it went from like East Coast to West Coast where the numbers got bigger, but you're saying like Midwest was like actually 9, so that doesn't make sense.
Well, it starts on the northeast and then goes down to the south. So then Florida is 4, and then it goes to the west. So Texas is 5, and then Arizona is 7, but they give California 6. And then it starts going east again. It's messed up. It's definitely messed up. You're right.
No rhyme or reason. So we probably have more ham operators in California than any other state, correct?
Oh, yeah. Quantity-wise, yeah. There would be more. You can tell that just by looking at the new call signs that are being issued, for the new operators.
Well, looky here, like Greg put it up keep that up there for a few seconds. I want to study that, Greg. Thanks.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Greg, good work. Yes, so I'm from New Jersey, right? So New York and New Jersey are 2, and then you got Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Delaware are 3. So I mean, it's you got a lot of people concentrated around there.
So yeah, 3 and 8 border each other. That's kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I guess they figured that at the time 0 there wasn't anybody there. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe
for those watching on YouTube, they're just discussing the different numbers for call signs.
California's got its own state, and 7's got about 10.
So I decided to bring up this map and give a little visualization of what they're discussing there.
And of course, 0 has a lot too. And 4.
There's a guy in Alaska, I think he's KL7HRO or something like that. I've heard him on D-Star quite a bit.
So, I've talked to, now that I think of it, I've talked to Hawaii a few times, so they always say King Henry, blah, blah, blah.
That's right, King Henry, yeah. On the big island, or the little island.
Yeah, so I've actually talked to Hawaii a few times.
Yeah, they sometimes they come in real strong on HF, because it's just ocean to ocean. It's not that, it's a decent trip.
I was on 40 meters earlier this evening, and I talked to 3 people in a row, and all 3 of them on different frequencies too. All 3 of them were from Texas.
Yeah, one hop or one skip, is good for Texas, and then up north like Seattle and stuff. So it's not unusual. I hear a lot of when I'm on 40, I hear a lot of Arizona stations too. So there's a bunch of a lot of operators in Arizona. They got they're in northern Arizona. They got these huge lots and nice antenna farms. So if you want to buy a cheap house and have a big lot so you can put up lots of antennas, probably northern Arizona is the way to go.
Yeah, northern Arizona is not too bad, but like Phoenix, it gets hot there. Which, like, hitting Arizona is like you and me hitting each other on 2 meters, it seems like.
Yeah, that's probably a fair analogy. Yeah, Phoenix, I've got a sister that lives in Phoenix, and it's just too hot there. For 5-6 months out of the year. They like to travel during the summer months, but she was telling me when she first moved there that she just couldn't believe that she'd go out to the car in the garage, and it was so hot she had to wear gloves, or else her skin would get burned from trying to grab the door handle and open up the car. So the place, everyone, if they've got any business to do, it's either, just after the sun rises or after the sun rises, and everyone tries to stay indoors as much as they can during the day. And God forbid your air conditioner breaks.
Oh, exactly. Yep. What's that place in Arizona that starts with a P that's about 5,000 feet? That's not too bad when it comes to the heat.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name. That's not Piedmont. Are you talking about Pahrump?
No, Pahrump, Nevada. What is it in Arizona? It's maybe like 45 minutes from Sedona or whatever. Prescott, yeah. That's a community I want to check out.
I've been in there a couple of times. It's nice. When you drive up from Phoenix, you start getting into the higher desert, and then by the time you get up there, you're sort of like in a wooded area. So it's nice. If I had to move out of California, or if I wanted to move out of California, that would be my first point of interest, I think.
Yeah, I think it's about 5,000 feet, so you got some elevation as a ham operator. That'd be helpful. It doesn't get much hotter than 90 in the peak. They do have monsoon seasons and stuff, but that's just something you live with.
Yeah, that's right. And when it does snow, it does snow up there, but it doesn't. It's sort of like the weather's very similar to here in a lot of ways. It doesn't snow there that much, and when it does, it goes away pretty quickly. And you're not going to have those blinding blizzards and freezing rain and all those terrible driving conditions like they do on the East Coast.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Like, if it snows, it's pretty much melted by the end of the day or whatever. You don't have to ever do any shoveling.
On the East Coast, when they have those ice storms, it does havoc, especially to those big beams. We're lucky out here. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we barely even have to worry about lightning.
That's right, yeah. Very rare, very rare. So, anyway. All righty, well, it's 9:30 already, all right. How you doing there, Greg?
I'm fading. I worked about 60 hours this week, and I went from morning to night, night to morning, no morning to night, and I'm out of it.
Yeah, well, when do you think you're going to get your packages in the mail next week?
I'm hoping by the end of the week, and then I have this weekend to play with it. Or, pardon me, next weekend I have Saturday and Sunday off. So plenty of time to. It shouldn't take that long to rewire that stuff. I mean, it only took me 20 minutes to put the cable in the battery, so I can only imagine it'll probably take me about the same. I know this is bad. I just kind of throw the radio there on the underneath my seat. It's not really mounted to anything.
Well, if it's underneath the seat and it's relatively stable, like it's not going to come rambling out if you hit something or anything like that. It should be okay. You just got to make sure that it's safe. Hey, on Tuesday, you going to be at Anaheim Stadium on Tuesday?
Yes, I am.
That's interesting because the Anaheim Amateur Radio Club is having a meeting there, and they meet I guess it's south of the stadium, over there by that fire training center. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, it's right across the street.
Yeah, we're going to be meeting there on Tuesday at
7 p.m.?
That's right.
That's about when I'm getting off.
Hey, maybe you can pop on over there.
I won't know anybody, but where are you guys meeting exactly?
In the Anaheim Fire Training Center. Wait, hold it a second here. Just a second.
Oh, actually in the fire training. I thought you said you're going to meet by the fire training. My bad.
It's actually in the Fire Training Center. It's in the conference room. And that is, where is it? Yeah, it's on Orangewood, right by the corner of Orangewood and whatever that other street is. But yeah, it's right there. And usually the gate in the back is open. I mean, if you're, I tell you what, I'll have my handy-talkie with me. I'll be on 5-2. So if you do show up, give me a call on 5-2, and then we can work out something. But yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, you'll probably be tired, and it's not a very big meeting or anything like that. Usually about 5 or 6 people show up. So just a point of interest. Don't feel like you have to go there or anything like that.
Do me a favor, shoot me an email with your I don't think I have your cell phone number. And depending on what time I get off, because I could get off at 6:30, could get off at 7, I could get off at 7:45. So it all depends on how quick the game goes.
Okay, that's fine. I can shoot that to you the next day or two. That'll work. That'll probably be better than waiting for 5-2 or something like that.
We could just shoot over to 5-2 if I'm going over there or whatever too. Yeah, I'm actually physically on the other side of the stadium from that side. I'm on the north side of the stadium.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, it'd be good if it works out. At least we'd be able to meet, what the heck, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Careful what you wish for.
True words were never spoken.
Hey, Gabe, driving to school the other day, Tom came back to me, your guy you've been, helping out.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's good. He's been on D-Star quite a lot. He just loves D-Star. He's got I think he mentioned that he talked to you. Hey, by the way, Greg, I did see on the D-Star repeater page, you did get into the repeater. There was a couple of percentage loss, but in the BER rate, but you got in there. So that's a good thing. With that new setup you'll have, it should be pretty good. Yes, you talked to him on the D-Star repeater there, Keith?
Well, we started on 5.2, but we switched over. Actually, we switched over to, I think, D-Star Simplex. That's what we ended up doing.
Okay, that probably makes sense. He's not that far from the freeway, and his antennas are really nice and high, so that probably worked out good.
Yeah, because I was heading to work, and I was kind of getting out of range. Actually, I think we started on yours, and I was kind of getting out of range, so we suggested to go to the Simplex and finish up the conversation that way. But he's done a lot since I've talked to him. It's probably been 2 months since I've talked to him, so he's got a lot done, I can tell. And he definitely complimented you again for all the help.
Oh, yeah, thanks for sharing that with me. Yeah, you know, this morning when we were talking on D-Star, that was the most local activity I ever saw on the repeater, so that was actually good.
Right before I talked to you, I don't know if you were monitoring or if you heard it, but this is like, you know, what was that, around 11:30 or whatever. I was talking to this guy in Felton. What was his name? Was it Kevin? Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, I think I may have talked to him once or twice before, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I talked to him once before, too, because I can remember how many people live in Felton that's ham operators, you know, and I know Felton because I vacationed up there years ago.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, there's a lot of guys on Northern California.
New York City looks like it's getting nailed with the rain. New York City used to be my home away from home, so I used to work out there once or twice a month.
That I used to get on there regularly. I don't know what happened to him. He was actually from the East Coast. He had a K2 call sign. But I heard that he had some medical problems. I don't know what happened to him. But, you know, Vegas, Arizona, and Northern California and Southern California. Yeah, we're the mainstays for Southern California on here. You know, that repeater for 14 Charlie, I mean, we're, you know, pretty much, you know, Southern, you know, we're 14 Charlie / Southern California.
Okay. So how does it work if you move? There's no need that you have to change your call sign, right?
No. It used to be that they wanted you to, but there's no need to change your call sign. But one cool thing to do would be, like, let's say you wanted to keep your present call sign and you moved to Arizona, you could see if WA7 QXA was available, and then you could just switch it over to that. That would be the least problem, and then at least everyone, you know, when they heard your call sign, they would know you're from, you know, a 7 call sign, whatever.
If I change my call sign, I want less numbers.
Yeah, well, you know, you got your QSL cards, right? So you're not going to change them for a while.
Unless I pass the extra class license.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So that's good. Other than that, you know, just working Simplex and checking out the D-Star.
Wow, very good. All righty. Hey, Gray, was that for the rain from Southern California from last night that you were showing a minute ago?
That's what New York City got in, like, I think 3 hours. They got 4 inches of rain in 3 hours. So New York City is getting totally flooded right now.
It's dead of summer, huh?
They have a hurricane going through there right now, I think.
Yeah, there was one summer out there. I was delivering for a drugstore, and in June, out of 28 days, out of 30 days, we had 28 days of rain. It was flooded all over.
That's incredible. Wow.
I'll take a rainstorm right now any day of the week. I mean, it did rain on the way into work this morning, but it was just like kind of like BS rain.
Yeah, misty, right?
Yeah, heavy fog, mist.
Yeah, the rain that we got probably didn't even register.
Yeah, it made the concrete in my patio wet, but that was about it.
Exactly. Washed it off for you.
And I hope we get some rain in October. We really need it.
We've been lucky with the fire so far, but I know that, you know, we haven't quite hit the main part. But man, Northern Cal and I guess Oregon, they're having a lot of fires.
I was reading something about the fires, and apparently it wasn't until like the 1930s when they started combating the forest fires in California, because California always had forest fires. And so now you've got these areas that, you know, haven't had a good forest fire for almost 100 years, and that could be one of the reasons why we're having such a problem with forest fires up there. So, That can be one of the things. It's not the only thing. There's other things going on here. Forest fires. You know, you got to have good forest management. You got to clear the brush in strategic areas, and you got to have these strategic fires.
Hey, anybody new to the channel tonight? Please do not don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Sorry, I've been up since 6 a.m. and I'm getting a little bad out of it. I go on about 2 or 3 times a week. This week, this is my second time this week, I believe.
Smoky in his house with all the doors.
Don't know if I'm coming on tomorrow night. Depends if I have to work on Tuesday and how drunk I get at dinner tomorrow. So I don't think you guys want to have me come on tomorrow when I'm drunk. That's not cool. I'm a happy drunk, though. Actually, I'd be more buzzed than drunk, I should say. Just celebrating my birthday tomorrow, which was actually yesterday. I'm not the big drinker, though. I'm like 1 or 2 drinks, and then I'm done. I think the last time I had some alcohol was beginning of July, and before that was January. So not a big drinker.
I don't know.
What happened to everybody? It got quiet all of a sudden. Oops.
Yeah, I heard that, the forestry, they've stopped announcing, fire alerts because as soon as they do, they have fires because people set them.
Yeah, you can't do these red flag warnings. I agree with that. I've seen that, and I've called the news, they were so news about it. It's like,
Got these pyros.
Hey, was that the Dixie fire?
Yes.
Dixie fire you were talking about?
believe so.
I think the Dixie fire is up north, yes. I think that's what Keith was talking about.
That's not Whistling Dixie.
1,000 square miles.
A huge one in Vancouver, too.
There's another one that's big. It's called the Trinity Fire.
Whoever was talking about the management of the forest is absolutely right. It fights fires in its nature before we even burn themselves out, make it kind of a level playing.
Yeah, up until the 30s, they didn't have the equipment or the know-how to fight these fires, so they just let them burn. And then when, the news wasn't reporting it back then, but they report it quite a bit now.
Yeah, a lot of tree huggers don't let them harvest a lot of the lumber. Interesting, yeah. I just pulled up the Dixie fire, and a college professor facing arson charges in this, the Dixie fire. So, that was from 713 CBS Sacramento.
Yeah, you got to watch those teachers.
I bet you he was on 520 talking to some of his buddies.
No, 12 years ago. Oh, this was 15 years ago. The internet was, just getting on, and there was videos and stuff. And here was this psychologist talking about people, especially when it came to pyromaniacs and setting fires. He also said they shouldn't use the word warning, red flag warning. And they're like their mother or father warning them, or something subconsciously, and they get fixated on the word warning, but they're going to do it anyway. I don't know if you've interviewed these pyromaniacs, or was it a theory, but I've started watching just like clockwork. I even wrote the news at Channel 7. Hey, now you're going to cause another fire. Oh, Jackie Johnson, I'm on Facebook. I used to write her about it. The girl on Channel 7, even down the drain. Every single time, it's like clockwork. Next day they set fire. And it was found out that it was arson. You guys see that thing about them pulling the power lines down with trucks? They do the same thing in the Middle East.
No, I didn't see that. What was that about?
They go up somehow. I don't know what kind of cable or rope they use. But they keep finding these star tracks and they go up with the power line. And I guess they climb the tower and they grab the lines and they pull them down. And I don't know. I would assume that fire investigators figure that out. They find the car track, the wires spark the ground and start the fire up.
Yeah. 14244.
Gabe, you still here?
He's listening to them 20 meters. Now, Greg?
Yes, sir.
Just looking at this new chart. Yeah, the RG400 is better than the RG58. You're talking per 100 feet for losses of coax. But I guess this LMR 240, that's the small stuff too, in diameter. It's not the. That's also that's a lot better now than what it used to be. Over.
Yeah, it's 17 feet. It's not too much, but I might cut that in half with the 58, so that might help a little bit. So I'm going to stick with the 58 for a little bit. Then once I can get one of you guys maybe to help me out, I'll get some 240, or was it 240 you said?
Yeah, LMR 240. RG400 is what I use. I find some places where you run cable underneath the Teflon so it doesn't melt.
Is it flexible?
Very flexible. Silver shielded, silver plated RG400. But I have a whole roll of that stuff, you know. But it's expensive per foot. They use a lot of that in aerospace and airplanes and things.
Copy.
But I guess, you know, I was looking at the charts here, and LMR 240 is better. And it's a little bit dull. It's another dB loss than RG400. So. And a Mini 8 has gotten better, too. Looks like it's better than at 150 megahertz. But it depends on who makes that RG8X. Because I don't know if it was a bad company, but the RG8X that had it printed on that shield or on that plastic thing. It wasn't that good. And my friend put a spectrum analyzer in there when he thought it was lossy. Put the RG400 in it. I've been a fan of the RG400 ever since.
Copy that. It doesn't look like the 240, the LMR 240 doesn't seem to be too thick either.
No, it's not. It's actually would be better than the 400. But if you need the same exact size because of where you route it as the RG58, you can see for 100 foot that the RG is still almost a dB better than the 58.
Yeah, I only need about 10 feet, so I don't know if that will make that big of a difference.
Yeah. Shoot yourself, folks. This is not for sideband?
No sideband.
5-foot run for 2 weeks I've had in the car.
Yeah, 214, there's, because it's double shielded with, silver, it's really got low noise.
Exactly.
Yeah, we use that stuff in the airplanes, for the military. That's a very good cable, and you should be using that for duplexers, like for repeater duplexers. It definitely will cut down on the noise and increase the sensitivity of the repeater.
I'm using a 20-foot piece here on this antenna that I've had for probably 45 years already.
Very good, very good. Yeah, with the duplexer for that D-Star repeater I've got, when I got the harness, I had to rewire the harness because it was set for the business bands up around 150, about 157 I think it was. So I bought, 214, and that's what I used for the harness, and it's worked out pretty good.
You're running cavity filters in this?
A 4-cavity duplexer.
QSL. Now, some of the things in Louisville don't need is these big copper cavities up, and that also takes out a lot of the noise.
All right, sounds good. Well, if I ever get the repeater located someplace where I want to maximize it, that's definitely something to consider.
QSL.
All right, just hit Hawaii. That was pretty fun.
On 20 meters?
Roger.
You do it on 2 meters.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
If you want the contact on 2 meters, Keith.
See you guys hit New Hampshire. I'll hit where will I hit? I'll hit Brazil.
Shoot, why not go for Antarctica?
Hey, is Dave over there? Dave, you still here? Dave can confirm that I hit New Mexico on my mobile.
Yeah, 2 blocks.
Up in, where was I? I was up in, Signal Hill.
That was awesome.
Fred couldn't hear him either, so I can confirm.
Did you record the QSL? QSL?
I wasn't smart enough to do that.
All right, we'll have to just trust you on it.
I can duplicate the guy's voice.
Okay, I'm all ears.
You gotta watch that, Dave.
What? What am I doing?
You got other people to contend to.
Comment?
Nothing. Hey, go ahead, contact or comment.
All right, I'm having one of those days too. Gabe, Alex, and Keith, you guys have a good evening. I think I'm going to call it a night here. I'm fading away. I'm hoping to be on tomorrow night, depending if I have to work on Monday and how drunk I am because I'm going out to dinner. I don't think I want to come on if I'm a little tipsy. So anyways, you guys have a good evening. This is great. K6EGG. I'm clear from 144 to 50.
Roger. Have a good one. And hey, we don't have a problem if you could come up here. I'm being a little tipsy. 73, WA6, QXA.
73, Greg.
Adios. Don't say goodnight, Greg.
All right, everybody. Oh, I can't get this thing going here. Why doesn't it change? There it goes. All right, so I'm gonna call tonight. I'm a little bit tired. It's been a long week. Worked 60+ hours this week, so I might have pretty much the same schedule next week, depending if I don't have to work on Monday. I'm gonna be pretty happy, but it's good to be back at work. Still very, very sore. I got some nerve issues going on with a hernia thing there that I had a couple months ago, surgery. Still not at 100%. I'm probably about 80 or so. But anyways, this is Greg, K6EGG. If I'm not on tomorrow, I'm hoping to be on Monday. If not, I'll probably be on Wednesday, or I'm pretty sure on Thursday I'll be on, and definitely for next weekend. Excuse me, next Saturday and Sunday. So be a little bit quiet week the next couple weeks, but for streaming, that is. So anyways, thanks again for watching. Anybody new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't worry, I'm not going to try to sell anything, and if there's ads up there, I'm sorry, it's not me. It's YouTube doing it. So I only have 200 subscribers. So trying to get to 500 by the end of the year. Anyways, you guys have a good evening, and girls, if you're listening, have a good one. I'll talk to you later.